ankasa na ene migusua appeal yemianom SDA for yesrem mo numbers no mun use mo numbers no na mun koto aba no boom emfa mamada Ghana wate na say baby Ghana ejina no enkonfo bia yomo adwene so mo ebebo oman no 30 days na aka no mesre ment na eye fence no so ment na wall no so enye wadwene se me de me kwa koto aba no ede ayeden wodwene oman Ghana ho edwene oman no ne daachi ho a mesro 30 days aka and 7th November abaye beto no 7th December no magwanimbre mawubunfu na fakoto abapa fato ema alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia because he say NDC for ne ehu so mo lose wawie entinye ebeko gold ye enko pona na eno so de dabia meka nyameti ase nyameti ase de hwe ni hodoma ebesi obia tube mo man no ye ka bato okra na nke ehu pa nke 2000 elections nke 2000 elections no eno pa na nke mu timer o mampani Dada Rawlings edro ni soldier atade egu ho na still ne ehu ewu mu kakra oba 96 oba ye 92 eba 96 2000 no still na ibinu madwene ye say benfa no say obejemu nie 96 2000 rather oba bejemu enie ehona na ehu na ene NDC nyote party na emu na chese Obama utumu say yes bema nie edi di moja ene te party no odo no kra no wanye ne mu yeyo odo ano ye soja din edro na tell ye gu ho waye ku di tape edi etuo aba betu abaya gupai odo no kra 2000 no ojebu na 90 Mahama 2016 otiako ya no so cry you were rejected then now wo position abeyede and then wo position and abeyede abatwo no ebeye free and fair enye free and fair enkalaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enkadeni mre enye campaign sanko beda but odim se adwuma ho NPP party no dim se adwuma ho etu bia nia bre eye campaign ni emu odene then this for mother you don't have a message atem didie and abodi ye campaign na bu wia on the silver platter na NPP for edi amam just because you think say 8 years aso who ever do that who will ever do that say tradition 8 years aso 8 years do yeso the incompetent Mahama na party no esad waba abusiafo binchia yempo mechia so a besana me ma wakwa babio ebi afi no wachi mo fidi aba beto adoma talk Ghana jubadie so enie jubadie no efisabria kopem se no sia ebebo yet na say ya it's all about information and education. And went the waha 30 more days left near Kwaku tuaba edunti and yawaha ye bekansen pado and ye diachino ye ba bekansen pa and diachino bidi and the Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK any on behalf of the production team Efia Gaddafi waha Peter Buachia domwaha Kofinto ewaha JB ewaha control room Nana Kwame enso ewaha beto bigina ase na ene ewie ene ewie 30 yani abro yani abre papa na wo ye Ghana ni a baabi abeden komo no efri no mawusu wani embre abana yekwa akoto no men koto no bia keke nipa 13 and you say group ballot paper no so obu omu aka nyina mo reject obia America US of A enye Donald Trump nko and enye Kamala Harris enkwana na ewo ballot sheet no so but na straight fight between Democrats and the Republicans. US of A ayomumi enu pe na ejina yo but obu amaka do o te say ye bo bidi but na ebi ka ho na obu ye be 5 na ibi eka ho but it was a straight fight between the Democrats and the Republicans. Ghana, it's always between the NPP and the NDC. Men konko will still vote be baby ayedu in 2024 no men will still vote sebi de minim say asumasi o wini but me de oye babusu ani eno ye me hwan ana chese me ne hoye me bobo ena ne hoye me fe enti be kwa akoto yatra ho ho na wo kwa akoto abana ko na wudim se wo be waste vote no enti na akoto akọ enye emebunu no titru ena ye kwa akoto hwe mamu fabo life ni agro ene wo tertiary institution wo fiade wo ebia bra wo parents abre free education adaruma when you SHS ako ene wo tertiary institution ene wo hodoma eyedenya wa wofunum omubeyu sika wo bobotom kakra na wo dwene daache ho se media medru ha o na menua no mo di machi no omo so omo daache ebesi omo sen sika wo fie ase ene NDC babetna kunyan so no mo kasa gina yo aye ye betwa free SHS mu na nunti eno mo ko brashe bidwafie na ho meba ho na speaker Alban Bagbe NDC for edim say free SHS bill me use word itinerary order you know so no free SHS bill eka ho NPP for ye gina ye dwene ho say aban di aban be ko aban beba na aban bi obeba bia do free SHS no mo ntwem ene wo the NDC MPs na koye ade omo akeka na other radio station say eye free SHS no de bill no eso mfaso de say na nya ade abu betwem a we re dan ya no bokoye no brase bedwafie enya ade a NDC for maye madwene se mo pese butwa free SHS num said your manifesto committee chairman Professor Danso Ekaye say progressively omo betwa free SHS num no date na brashe bedwafie maye no basase because omo pese obutwam eka bill no nko ade a enkomo nko brashe bedwafie mesi obo de edi nkomo e wa other radio stations mu amatibi entia advert no mo ran ye ntwam krokro de John advert no mo fan to baby parent wo kasa na wo betie wa na wonya 18 years kachira no say otu abana ontuma Dr. Baumia odina na do di free SHS by obu de betumi aye no mo aye ni ye ene bill no ntio Bagben wasa tu asheda omu betwem ene kire say free SHS no John Dramani Mahama ba obetwem ene brashe bedwafie me se me ba ho hwede Alban Bagben ye debia eka yes nurse for aye bie portal amam police for teacher for bugina musika ehyebu bio the parliament loan and a grant omontinase ni yemfentua boka yenyi sika no ni yemfentua boka no da bia omonye na NDC ni wia wabeka kiro say dollar drew 17 cities share reports any hwehwemu aba any time bia brashe bidwafie dede besi ho na mente be ho ase bi say be koso no na e affect dollar no investors obo ehwe ne e koso wo Ghana. The last time who say abano was BBC or so ne e koso wo Ghana parliament gina na omo efa na omo fa ugidi so de ne dollar ebeba be shape business wo a onye enunti na dollar no akwa wie 17 cedis e NDC fo e na ye de sa enti dollar akosoro ba bia ye sha afiase IMF fo boy abaso say economy no omo ensusu kra say big na say na ye hihye ne kakrakra NDC fo e dide bema ne omo pa no omo boman na dollar no e kosoro e affect dollar because December IMF for crowd is sika e begum but obo pese chese obo ye bibia online no mai do ye day na chese wakwa akoto atia Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Baumia but yametia say die be ensi enti mesraw se Ghana hu hia pa dia John Dramani Mahama yidu frame and for when you crown koshasio because he doesn't have a vision. Teacher for not for one way on one kasaka say 2025 oba yeman onimu nondi onimu na obi a ojina 2024 e ka kire say 2025 oban no sikani honti untumi mumai no na dey about the sankwa dia sane nka obi abetumi akwa president but ye yi ba kwa obetumi di oman da kwa kosi baabi enti de to aba no no akasa da bi mutum oso oni vision odim di obeye 2025 enti ope onimu nana kwa me da say sa video no nana kwa me mesro fa John Dramani Mahama ni video no to dwaba me ye ose ono de onim ni obeye no 2025 oni ideas he can't think far. Are you
the hope for Ghanaians?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm the hope.
Mami, na only vision and Tiamano endi honeymoon and san.
The teachers' unions, NAT and NAGRAT and UTAG and TEWU and all of them. And all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back on its feet. And when we have done that, we can accede to your demands again. And that's why I'm being very measured in the promises that I make. Because we all know the crisis in which this country has been plunged. And I know that as soon as we come, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to hold, and I'll plead with the teachers' unions, NAT and NAGRAT and UTAG and TEWU and all of them. And all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back on its feet. And when we have done that, we can accede to your demands again. And that's why I'm being very measured in the promises that I make. Because we all know the crisis in which this country has been plunged. And I know that as soon as we come, one of the first things we're going to do.
A leader, yet about the man. Wait, John Dramani Mahama. What is some okay? And to your leader, as I got about the man. Ye choose leader, Ebia, ye choose leader. Say, Obeba solve problems, challenges, Obe solve problems. Ujina 2024 January no Nkansah asemu you. Now we will share say empo 1 year I do when him. Ujina January mo January 2025 no buy na oba ye hu mobo na senior NPP abo buy no oba no ye broke sikendim etu besre teacher fo gina nurse fo police ni obia na onimu now fix your mind and your mind ye now be fix your mind 2-3 years send yes na kwa koto aba we ni leader of yanto aba emfama no ade na be kwa koto aba e de aba John Dramani Mahama odo onim de obey your mind teacher for onim de ode yen police for oni bibia de obeka ne se o mind sika ni nyina no for akoto aba de aba John Dramani Mahama adenti na obey o mind Ghana sa adenti na obey o mind Ghana sa wutie da dum nsem okay ya ade ne se oto aba no de ka se ye enti muhu me mobo na te se 2-3 muhu me mobo obehwa 4 years muhu me mobo NDC MPP for da ye oban ne sa enkawe obi abakran to be the president dibi esla koka now who did that wait John Dramani Mahama oh you very incompetent very incompetent Ghana for my mistake na muntie de osra kai me abi dua be ma Evans Inku owa akuma FM eshia John Dramani Mahama ena Evans Inku ebisa ne se o man pedi dada John Dramani Mahama da bia o sorry a ena economy yesikasam Ghana NPP asesikasam ni nyina omo yesikasam no basa NTCC no wo John Dramani Mahama wo your mind no edi da swana opani bie na no a me your mind edi da so bo bia fa edi ntube so na me de ideas pay and am wo me very hopeless hope de enye me na mo de bani beto so se ma ka kire mo dada se mo ba mo ma me onimu enti I'm not the hope for Ghanaians me boa me pacho na kwa me fatu so ma me na all right, let's get that video as to whether John Dramani Mahama is the hope for you the Ghanaian. Yentie ensema John Dramani Mahama ekai o see the
current economic situation. Your Excellency, are you the hope for Ghanaians?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm the hope.
The current economic situation. Your Excellency, are you the hope for Ghanaians?
I wouldn't say that I'm the hope.
The current economic situation. Your Excellency, are you the hope for Ghanaians?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm the hope.
The current economic situation. Your Excellency, are you the hope for Ghanaians?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm the hope.
The current economic situation.
There's the former president, one-term president. I also being in the class. Ye Bissau. Simple question. And you are you corrupt or see as a human being or how I say angel or a day? Simple question. you claim to be a communicator. So they will fail to know. Now you be some simple question. Former president, with the current economic situation, are you the hope for Ghanaians? Now you hope for Ghanaians. Now Ghana for Entwaba and Famawa. And yes, simple yes, and Albeka. Yes, I'm the hope for Ghanaians, because I'll do A, B, C, and D. John Dramani Mahama, H. the Honor, Abanano, Eke Cambosu, Nano Kik. Now Kwaku Tuaba, Ediamawi. Okotuaba, Ediama, John Dramani. I'll do who say he's not the hope for Ghanaians. On one until I video and your you can see his face that he's not the hope for Ghanaians. Ghana for it's an appeal. 30 more days left. My year 2008 DNB. My year mistake. Yanka day in mobile. Odua air calling for honeymoon. Same person, not the hope for Ghanaians. Why will you vote for a hopeless leader like John Dramani Mahama, who is not the hope for Ghanaians? And you're American, also you're hopeless. If you are not the hope for Ghanaians, it means you are hopeless. Obviously, for talk Ghana to my dear so any na and then every yatnase enche lawyer Adumaku Befi ebetnase ya no betnanko ebetu ankomo no so nansa lawyer Adumaku Befi ebetnase no. Oh my God. Sure. There's some bit of a good news. Yeah, they are not ever bro. After Supreme Court and 17 leadership no a recall of Parliament. Omo extrocrata emrawo say Alban Bagman and some moment nasi. Because a Juba Pina or Makacho free SHS bill no eshaso. Say a baby or bebiano mooncheb MPP near Queen. As your manager Makan was some dada. Afe Sikebi Eba say $150 million. I just say Sike Yensaka and $250 million. Grand nominal dollar ye portal amamoka. Police for immigration for ye treat your sanko for the ka because a buying to be for the pain. Yet be a treat your boca and also and can brush a bit of forts nasia and come be the hujuma. Aside that, a year easy just a near Guadama as a parliamentarians year hujuma. And originally, and ne say ye the day Barbara should be fear and can then say Lubia. Ono dio Aradia ko betu kwaya ko Dubai ene ne eka ho be 10 billion near the abano no the akwa hwe ne ho yare no wa bet na se and then omo ko brashe bi dwafie and no majority no NPP for anko then a press conference or yeah na last Saturday utia ye the fear makono nkofo akeka wa NDC for dibi on the TV3 na chese hu ne eba omo ahihya to dada because on that platform utie eye parliamentarians na osat na osa join parliament na eden Supreme Court yes ye bet parliament mo omoka da bia na mbra press conference or yeah want to be a clear cut he say majority no any minority say na be no ekoye ni obo before ko honoma no wanya useless parliamentarian bi to say bezra any agboja kwame agboja useless parliamentarians da mumra be na mebu useless parliamentarians to say kwame agboja any bezra a we dwaria shit na tide yes be ba be ko any ye be ko e wo branch be jafie. What nonsense. Parliamentarians kwame agboja bezra semfo kwa no budi no branch be jafie na nka na MPP fo aba na ye ni blows na ye omai sa na nko mo pedo sha ene yentie speaker Alban Bagben ensema odi kan edituja yenkotie speaker of parliament ensema odituja na yenhwe nafi.
Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the business committee, as you know, they prepare a report, and this report is adopted by the House as business transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned. Unfortunately,
Yegusua Esre, we a floating voter, we NPP near maintenance, a buy ye Kwaku, a ye a Nibrusu pa, and then you no. Baby or the Ghana could so percent to Quebin ACU, Basa, affect economy. But an lawyer Tanasi, yentie a year leader, and I say majority leader. Afenyo marking owie ye no offense some churofo amoden sem kakra etuja yentie eye afen marking Alex.
Now from the horse's own mouth, granted that all these prominent people misrepresented to us the majority. Yesterday Mr. Speaker himself in his press conference in the afternoon enumerated a number of things. Among them, he said he had not made a ruling He told the whole of the country that he had not made a ruling. So if he claims that what he did was a formal communication in response to a statement from the minority leader, then why is he supervising chaos in the House? What Mr. Speaker did today amount to supervising chaos and bringing the image of democracy to disrepute.
Yes.
Now, his own mouth. Granted that all these prominent people misrepresented to us, the majority. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker himself, in his press conference in the afternoon, enumerated a number of things. Among them, he said he had not made a ruling. He told the whole of the country that he had not made a ruling. So if he claims that what he did was a formal communication in response to a statement from the minority leader, then why is he supervising chaos in the House? What Mr. Speaker did today amounts
to your marking Osaka as some for Bienfa a year final video no na fe menko a year lawyer Dumako Befi Enche Fayo marking esa dia some for etuja ene we ye no friends some trofo so mo position no omo mpeba sabasa enya dia omo no ebehwe na basabasa akoso enti menhwe last one on ya ntwa jubedie no so I was looking for okay there's another one menhwe say bia do betumi ayinitia. In any case talk Ghana jubedie so enie it's WONTUMI TV it's WONTUMI TV so enie na jubadie ni nyina so chagu ewo WONTUMI radio 101.3 so and our Facebook WONTUMI TV on Facebook and it's WONTUMI TV on YouTube midin at the Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK enie na ene awie ya di jubadie no kwa kopem se ya di no nsia kase ebo no ebebro na ene no Lawson Herbal Alfonso ebetena se a few minutes before 6, that's 10 minutes to 6. But to make us say a year member of a year Dr. Baumia 2024 campaign or a deputy communications director for a year Dr. Baumia at Nasi and ne Jumedie so. Openi member wa ha emma wa kwaba.
Mejo sumira.
Na wapo mu etse.
Onyame cry.
Yeda nyame ase. Asana lawyer ebebe no memfa sima ba ko mienu bi fa we emfam so and then we wutie mi a power specialist herbal hospital power specialist herbal hospital we wajinidin obaye enyene Dr. Akosua Edu and the hospital no na baby biara wo hye bia no wo dim so obo ebo adwuma obo de no herbal medicine papa ahaban no bna eno ne keka ka ho eno obo de aye adru kwasi broni beka se edo ne very very effective na dro no ye no and then awie make for hospital yi e de ama wate for when it's around na awie ya baby biara wo hye bia no koda ko ho power specialist herbal hospital for go doctor Akosua Edu ya na the doctor for no mo bebo papa o problem ne we sciatica fatty liver hepatitis B kwade waje ho award nyina o very good e bad say yente hepatitis B anas yenyin free nipa da sane widie ma Dr. Akosua Edu ya na the doctor for ebo mo o ma award for that. Prostate ulcer fibroid den ya kike ka ho nyina wo de kohodoma omo ebehwe kama Kumasia power specialist herbal hospital wo fe yase omo de Jasbro filling station no na di hwani mu ukopie mu ewo Accra kokwa benya kokwa stretch no so a na power specialist herbal hospital ewo takra de omo adaji estate from matrofo so number is 020 that's 0200 383831 0200 383831 now we adi yansa idea pegari bi and then so the wiase konanim e wiase konanim papa gari ye nya ne tsenka no mame gari 50 pesos mame sugar 50 pesos na won katia wo ho se katia di bi ni ho e dey die o kondon katia ubenya gari soakings en katia wo mu dada ntenya katia ni ho sugar ni ho ade ba ko abufu pa no wako shop bi mu na pa de na wunya bi nto we de kivo gari soaking mix bi bia bi gari nie sugar nie milk wom ena katia nso ewom eye4 enegum ne bo nso fofofo betumi atobi enti ko be bia kira kwa FDA for so agi atum se gari no eye good papa wudi anso bia endi akire yo na ya tena se la me sa be ba kwa ba bi
Judicial.
na we ye de
Onyame cry.
ya da ya mi ase be de se campaign ya
Kundia but no se Jeremy.
Jaru da
Ghana for e padepa ofuru dia pa ni pia wo. Jeremy.
Okay, wait me
cannot be all these perhaps I call it ex cathedra statement of speaker creating an impression as though those statements is making are an authority on their own. It cannot be. A true democrat will respect the rule of law.
Yes.
And that is why we decided to respect him. You know, ladies and gentlemen of the press, NPP, our tradition is to respect rule of law. Yes. It's out of deference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter. That we should share in that chaos theater with them. Never. Never. We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. The chaos they started is what they want to end. We will not allow that. All these, perhaps I call it ex cathedra statement of speaker creating an impression as though those statements is making are an authority on their own. It cannot be. A true democrat will respect the rule of law.
Yes.
And that is why we decided to respect him. You know, ladies and gentlemen of the press, NPP, our tradition is to respect rule of law. Yes. It's out of deference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter the chamber. That we should share in that chaos theater with them. Never. Never. We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. The chaos they started is what they want to end. We will not allow that. All these, perhaps I call it ex cathedra.
The affair mark in air cano, Kotoka 7 and say, and Bia a year majority etnano, and the same como air pomon tokwa. But obono so de enya de obobema ho kwan na NDC for the basabasa aba bebo man enti nene omo anko chamber ho tie NDC for pe no ntokwa omo ensoso so because he said omo enso worry the omo e pa no la 30 more days ebia mention say emfri ho na yentie no emfri ho do mo taw
medase ewie maminchia etiefo ni ahwefo a womo ewo WONTUMI FM ene ne TV so ene ne social media ye chia obi asre nyame asomdwe de mo man no memfa sida kese ema asantemanwura ya die nyina na satu ene men champion ye ba yi kuro ye woniwura o maji emfeso o mayi apaye nti ba bia ko bia no se na nsa ye to amu no de ye de efri nyina hin de to amu ne nura najo ye de bebie e wo men ye keka ya ni ye de ba ye de ba fade na nyame adom ye de bi wi anajo no na wampani abedi akire na oso tia ne na echi koye dwumadi kakra ne ba ye ne so o mapa ye ne mpa ye nti no ni asantema ko bia no omo gye enfeso he said in a sokrani said yen t-shirt said ya manfo si do t-shirt no me hu bi da na pani ba ko o se krachi mo amam t-shirt ni bia me hu de meye o fra samai ba ko so fra kurofon so ba to mu nyina ba agona no se me bombodin kope bi ma wo mo enra me t-shirt over 100 no ni nyina asan je se me fam no se me bombodin say metimi nya be 500 bi na masame di aba na se ka no t-shirt ni bi
party donne doctor ho ya konno
na enra asre semba ko isi ye ba ccc eye mia nche hon brante ketua ba ko odi amerika ko gina possibility car no ho o gina hu se intina driver no o suspecting no o kweno se opedien so openi ma nyina ho na ba o mi ade mi gina no a me so enim de for pa oh it was very interesting ma me Chinese kakra
o pese sa no
yes ti asantima baby be ko bia eya dia o mo je enso nti e ahon keka eye ni je eso ni pa bia no apepe bia ye se won siwa adwini pia dodo funu mo fa ho bedon yen na ba ne nyame adika to awie nti nya de nipa ebeye hwe eniema ekokoso ni ade ade nyina no Yoruba Umia is a very great man. Napoleon Bonaparte can say a leader is a dealer in hope. A leader is a dealer in hope. Or can you for papa and will be our shame crying ever mra abasem true eba. So I say a year 1930s no economic depression a buy may become America. Or penny and what that man no you will be a sebi or empachi yari for Franklin Roosevelt. Okay. Yeah. Or can say me say the only thing you have to fear is the fear itself. So I say, aha. Now or shame crying. Emma Gumo Bay in America and being see that. It is our penny. Number be our to fear. Who papa? No shame crying. Now abobo die abasambua semwa. Say ni panonya papa. Ebini mama. Yoruba Umia say, New Yasia Kodrono, any party at tro, ever says any party. Nancy say it is possible. A bold statement. Yoruba Umia, I can say. The baby Yasia Kodros is here, no. Yen sick as some anyone who children, every day and so dear, nurse the breaking the eight, no, a possible possibility. A maybe I know if Yasia sits at the already Beniana. Onkwati anase or say or how enkwati nemum akwam ye no efa so eyi o how na no no eni se obepa say o de o how na beka ho asem anase obesi agina no aka so how no obe solve problem no. Now that is MPP. We always have the bold solution for the problems in the country. And this year they choose the path of discussing the problem. They nyame ngwa into the bold solution, you know. A great leader is a dealer in hope and is always resorting to bold solution. Bold solution. Sanya ko biano and that's one bema. And that's one bema. And that man is His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now I'm telling you, sir, on the 7th of January 2025, the next president to succeed another Kwaku His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. I'm telling you, so as here, and they say, I paid any mukakra.
Yeah.
Credit score now, dear bad. Meaning, hey, idea some bow.
Pa.
Messi cake, OTS, so to me, most cast the Benia say, Sicano Jen, Bosumino. Bosumino, I come to a bit for Didier, Odaika, and will be Biana, Diakoye. And to the Bempona Benyas can be the Atuanum, Nako Toka. Da Bempona Benyas can be the Atuo, Nako to cement. Da Bempona Benyas can be the Atuo, Nako to chance in Diaboso. And Nano Sojika Crown Quadia, Senior President for time. Yadiba ya na taxi driver, Timikoto taxi. Enko yese, what is saying, where the amount Kineteka, obetwika na wie na engine no kura sei we dia credit score no so obi bia ya kama any digitalization no se ne city no a ukoya onsa beka na utua ne ka dakro ka ka fofo eniema MPP aban ye hihye de mo man yi no emsanka bibre mo anyina yo man a enka MPP aban ye betusu yen se entutu a bibre mu niema because niema ye ne ha no ebi kranse nyansi abruchire Denmark for 3 weeks ni and national identification wo mu hia so be yebie ene drones yi da bia na Kamala obodin enti ba bia ye beduro ene kanifo se na president Kufuor kan say His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a brave say we need him. He's a man of vision. Ye mu bi nke nya na chidie eke medina chi. He's a man of vision. Ene oyo bi so a menua nyame ehira no na odi buo so na ye na de odi buo na ye na de odi buo na ye na de ene oyo bi a wa hobrase se so wonimu a ogitum so bi kire obeba bisua ena me no ka say credit rating o wie ya oba ni asan to aso ye di enefo edunum na otwemienu ni dakoro e wa santimamu ni akọ na obewie no ni awie bibia na emom ne ye kacha santiman eni kurowura ye se e ka de onyi ntuma anko ogurasafo ya nom boni ewu mu trimu ndc fuyi no omo hwe ni ye kwa santiman de ofo afufra ya no atobo because ye no sabi yenim kun yenim dwane ba ye nso bi so so onkokon na emom sabi seputo se dia on hwe no bi akọwejo ende yasem enna menkotia Kamala we need ye ena NDC so yes ya ba wini anam se entokwa no bino so anato ni akeka you say Donald Trump me ba why we need ye yes ya ba wini nam se na chichidie oso ade for wutobi wo achichidie oso ade for yutobi minkai kra no mekai asiedu nkatia sabre we say mu eye emra oyi ewini ye Donald Trump elusu ye no ya Joe Biden wini ye no. It was 9th November 2020 obi antie ni ye omoto abanijaye 9th November 2020 mi asiedu nkatia ba bonte beka ni say ya wini die Joe Biden wini die MPP Yeru Kufuor enye ready yense be lusu. He said it on your TV a rabako on na or interview no enom say read news no and he went further to say a year Donald Trump party or say Joe Biden party no no Democrats yeah and intino we almost so no we almost National Democratic Congress now we ideology wise we yenta we me no center left and a Republicans so America no any America Ghana yan so MPP no ye center right
yeah
mami chirem say be ya chief for betie say I say obi was center left any center right 1897 after French Revolution no now mun tan shia enti akoba say this time mun nyina ya adwene se fedi ekuhia enti mpanifo adi animu no wo mo mun mpanifo no nya adwene no wo mo no ye we center left omo ko trabe nkum so wo mo no ye adwene no wo mo no ye center right enti ye center right enti ye conservatives so go na wo hwa eniema ye conservatives ye mpe no liberals no wo mo pe ye mpe homosexual oba no oba na be ma no be ma na ye party ideology ni echi ye conservatives so ya de ni say no nyame boy ye no ye ma no nye saa ye hye de ni say so you oni pakra na onyankopɔ twedi ampon ene oba de no wonder say Donald Trump sorry ni ye because oba ye on Israel fontem say no si hye no oba ye say no si kutia LGBT nti no wo mo hye ye e de kutia no me no ka say jomama party NDC party Oma ede Sam George and wajina nim say onu akutia they are being sponsored by Nade Solomon Andrew Solomon LGBT for nye jama madam for onu na kete ba akoso enti abusa for say the Bible can say they say eni ono fe mawurade awurade ye hwe mu yi wo mo ne sa dwumadie no na ye one omo party no ideology no they support that again wo mo party no wo mo no de ahwo no mo de chirukuro sanse bayan kensai ye hwe de no ye pa ahwo de na mom ye se se Ghana fo se ye de nhihye ye no ye me ya ye nyamu ma ahwo enu ti da buzi abaye no wampam Nigeria for said the binimo canoe. No more can say, Crow Nibura. And a pinty assassins were now qua. Moncoya Muncata and Amomra. Or for there were some excesses. But meanwhile, the then information minister, a year, Mekani Kakra, Brody Mens, one put to Niama to forestall sanity. What you say? Sir, Deportation Act in Ukraino, a young croma. And a pass act a yes alone na buzia na pass ye enye yen your constitution no near ma we are Ghana near you are entitled to so be a baby hold one ba one wetimi nkoye awro wusem say misha ye nyini ba 90s no NDC for cat awwo num trim intina no dia koduro ni say ahogwo agi kuru diafa but MPP amramre mu no eni hihye mu no na Nkansah sa ne ko yasa dia kobo ECOWAS die okoye bibi kakra bia eno so betia obi bandisi fo wo mo hyem kutupa sanse wo mo nim se boni o mo dia di Ghana fo nti no dia wo ho binum ne beto aba mo wo but na kra de o masan adane atia fulani fo na de
ba ye no to ho na ba eye fulani de no so asama wo kan ye eye adomako ba fi ekotu in Sambia Esiedun Ketia Ekaye on the 9th of November 2020. Asaba Adumakube Ekaye no Oko Ghana Weba Wado to be a Kwaku Kennedy. Or see you are following Trump out of office. Esiedun Ketia to Ekufu Ado. Na Bebia Hokrado Okaya as your master turn around and I say time be a Democrats no ebebado say me before no
since 1992 say Democrats ba NDC susu beba okay 2020 and was said did Donald Trump atem say dun ketia or no ni nipa bia ne se ositi ntino omunipa sansa sabe well me fancy ya ba omia yedi na tie no obuade ntino me nsi fam and obi so a national communication no ethics a guide me back you be catch no say the city ntino of atenio easy e pia wo bi hu no asie dun keto de beto DS Donald Trump atem so what you say owie ya on the 6th of January November 2024 emrachi fifi kete so babontia trans win is a good omen for us in the NDC. Nobody just a time be a contradiction. Obu njira fako. Na se mama no. Aha na emu. O kasem ne no change no. On one breath, mo say any time bia na Democrats ba win no. Mo so mo win. And na de niam akwete san ya, mo sa akwaje. O ya papa nkwani mu nte. Na de am se kese ani say, wo mo asofo fifi kotokro ya na miss time. Obo ni pama ne kofa asofo bi mo muska say, wo mo nyame se miss be sa ready the next election. Areho sem se fofi antoata na oduaba mo ene ba ye enkrofo nyensa bi ne odi kan sort ase eye Musa Dankwa wa bo sort ase o hu na ndisi picture kra no a otime de ye poster o bury ni ana brantie babo nti we say it will take a miracle for Trump to win. Musa Dankwa's global info analytics review obi na aso no mo a na faith solutions enka faith solutions there wo mo ka international credit rating no afa dia adwuma no emfanti no wo mo so abedan wo mo poster tie de ono so kai we say faith solutions predicted a win for Kamala and a win for Mama. Our said they've had it wrong. Enya nkwa NDC for so form so shankom edi mama titiri ni na dagazu se ho anwan ono so babonten ebe ka bi nsem den se mama na we ni ebe we ni aba no nam ayiso Kamala so be we ni ba bia koduro no ewura no yo basima obo ne bra eni timi mpese mekọ ho na mum ye no mu ni twaka ye ne we mu no wo twaka na ye so hyade ayo sono we mu so ayo sono na de adisi for we afini say de ma America ni ba Donald Trump ni say before COVID no economy of build here MPP so before COVID no economy ya build here no se say ya na ma nke wiase o ma bia no beto ye
yeah
anya se pe no Donald Trump and no mpenu he did so well but the entire man lose you know it was a punishment because embrace Akufo-Addo take bold steps towards HIPC you know towards or the saying
COVID-19 yeah
na Donald Trump did the aggressor China for the diaba and di wo nsem o say this wo mu sua de into mo kasa raw emra yen kodaki yewu Akufo-Addo transe hye miema yen ti COVID no entimi amu Nkansah yeso no na Donald Trump didi agro na ni ba ne ho so no na you too late so tiase and he left economy now it was very strong just as at that time no Akufo-Addo's economy Baumia's economy Ghana's economy was one of the best in Africa. We were number one.
Yeah
na person and communicators will be etia they should toe the line ya namu no mo fa bi nka ho. The bottom line is say no physical take say so ma we ni to my idea kwatre kwaso amount to mati ni din we mu dia ni say they built a robust economy so ti ase na wo dia ba na de bae wo ko na economy ade ma ye ni say ya wi amna kadompi o si ya wi amna kadompi ana Akufo-Addo so ebe build economy na ebi sida ena sabe obi wiase emu nsem senia esitie ohun ena COVID so ko ba ya ede hu nsem edu ba bi kura no mama nuamu eko Harvard edi kotudwa mama nka matiefo hunu edi kotudwa wo say emi me tum ran ma chirisi kosu afrimpo aba askore de share yes jemiriba me kuro mi askora hinsan ikuru no minia
ana aduma ko de wo ka no crowd no dem no make Trump or coin said you can say economy don't the why akona
yes
or coin no buy ya wom after 4 years to we winning because COVID indeed
yes.
Yes but Mahama what kwa about 2020 we lose because we don't want
yes tia John Dramani Mama 23rd April 2022 24th African Business Conference Harvard Business School. Like governments all over the world, it became necessary for African governments to take action to shield their population from the effects of the pandemic. This meant, in many cases, an increase in deficit due to unbudgeted expenditures. This has devastated many African economies and sent them deeper into unsustainable debt and economic downturns. The pandemic has had a general deleterious effect on the economy of African countries. Wase senya wiasimu amai awudo no o ha see ye no enu abi na esi abibrem mai eni wiase afa na nyina ya Ghana kan ho no emra wo mo ye mo budget yi no o ma so da ye da say ye de ye November adi su si March enti no senye Nyankopon a ka Ghana kranke kombiku yen de bia nto no krase awia na kadumpa o na to no dia kiawu so ti ase into we say no we say abibrem fo no yetimi bobosia na yetimi de hwe nkrofo mama no anu ntum ti so the pandemic is estimated to have dragged about 55 million more people into poverty in Africa and exposed another 46 million more to the risk of hunger and malnutrition. Indeed, 70% of hunger in Africa, which had already been on the rise since 2014, is directly attributable to this pandemic. No one can say, a big woman say, in the paper say, 55 million. A idea or how a year or here, Bubu Duamo, Akawomo. Now, of the payment, the 9 ancient, a year 46 million, almost a quam, any yare, any Akawomo. Now, some to also say, Empo Amunche, dear son, or a big woman in the panel. A idea a year a film premium do nine.
ena na saa how no ahyase na ne beka atire ene covid efia mpim du na nya mpim no waban mu o mama na waban mu nti eden na wasa twa ho abeka ana makoko ne kuni kwatifi ko hunu so no abana afo bebusa say ni power yes ato abama ne biem na mama can deceive us again. He can't deceive us again. So I say he can't deceive us again. Kontompo any nabraba. So okay hanumwa Russia-Ukraine war to cause budget price to cause biggest price shock in 50 years. World Bank.
Are they a World Bank?
Yes.
To World Bank.
Yes, okay. World Bank. Was it the world faces the biggest commodity price shock since the 70s due to the Russian-Ukraine war. The World Bank said in its latest commodity market outlook report, global food and fuel prices shocks linked to the war are set to last until at least the end of 2024 and raise the risk of stagflation. It added it's being aggravated, it said, by restrictions in food, fuel and fertilizer trade that are exacerbating already elevated inflationary pressures around the world.
Eti aduma ko kan sana wo put on tino ya na wo break it down akan twi
ya World Bank can say
me ma menum so atias
ya World Bank can say wo ho abeto yenso no enam covid-19 no ama ekom na be ma niam aboa ye den obo fertilizer din
World Bank na
World Bank
yes
IMF de kra so ha IMF me pese tie fo unu say Trump ba ye no eye modern ma kufu ado boy no ene bi no boto ho na covid na went me anso ye na mom de tutia no ba na economy de manage no ho ene nti no mama ye nkai ma be free ba ene nyame adom ye covid ni ye ene ye tna ye sikasem hyesu tramu me na okasai ye wakofo we giant GDP of 8.3 ye sikasem ni nyini 8.3 mobile no esote ba 3.5 under John Dramani mama 8 years pepe no and then yamiadom the economic recovery na yesasi animo no I'm telling you say and I'm 6.9 from 3.5 covid and count from 3.5 me no kasei hwe figures no baby akoduro na yewuru say ampa se be ku di fatena kono na nyedua setena anansa mfuonom ye de yabo ebra na yesua man so ehu adwuma so tiase aha MPP da bia makoso aka say we identify problems and we solve problems. We identify problems and we solve problems. NDC sees problems and talks about problems without doing anything about that. So the American NDC say NDC inflation no ya mama kopia and trust say 54% no and I'm no can say inflation 21.5 as of September 2024 inflation ya beton 40.5 and the mills ya bomade di ba 18.3 if kamu 8 years no san kamu timi di ba be 10% kra na kamu nya hwe but mo di ko 15.3 and now we tire nyina echi no ya na fit 21.9 na mama trust no 21.5 a wo hwe no se modem ma abode se ne mintwa bi mum etefo mo hwe ye mo hwe mama ye papa bi andi sikuo no odi no ato ntanya growth ya na 6.9 Momo Jeno 8.3 from Kufuo 8 years. 8 years later, in Pochadidi, well, the Adan what we have in a Kadumpi. Yeah, by and I'm on 2.0 is 6.9. Now, total debt no, my main chair no Kakrana Filimra, Otia, and this one MP for Babusia.
Not just a total debt to a car,
or minor. Now, I'm saying, no one yanchi now so could do a machi. And penny for Madame Mamma Babu and say, Sakwachi dio, some quanchi dio, there is can ayo. Yet is a can aye. And yes, we are down with Messibi or Breast Kenny Honum. And maybe so I couldn't any mono. Bosia, America Bosia, see a cassia bodinia, Ghana and Crane. America Bosia,
yeah, Americans, yeah.
Monsieur Company, say, I did, and you know, we are seeing a booming, one more catch the wa.
No cry.
Me the moyan fato se mra mi chance se me three books. Me nya kokodru ankwaje bosia. kene kam ye billionaire wo ma no mo sha asom ye bold kwaje bosia no ko manim ti se dem nya bi amege so ti ase because be ma di usuruka insusu ni aham na kanu kro mo kanu eno no de e kanu nyina no a NDC for ye se ko mo cheche e di ato yenso no e $51 billion so convert ya 763 billion Ghana cedis na Rollins giant 7.1 billion
a car
no
odija
oh
my Ghana
$7.1 billion Kofu giant less than $1 billion because no the nyame adom anamontropa otu ye nti no hepic ye discan bi chain ena Miss Mama giant 21.50 billion ana another Kwaku do so giant 21.88 billion it is 2015 kwa free 88 no more less than 70 points no and it is how converted Miss Mama ekanwa 21.15 billion no now they multiply current I would saying the dollar rate na 16.5 no wo ka mu jaye no 343 billion Ghana cedis so kwati free 763 billion no more minia wo nko abobu ka wo di jaye 343 billion enti yemusa say so wo nko a run die nka ho Kofu die nka ho Kofu die nka ho out of 763 billion no so wo nko about 343 billion na wo mu discard here den ebi ne bus branding the pintia you hu keke HB ebi ne confirm so ti ase ebi ne confirm ye dia ye di ye minia enura idura komadan local government university konekowe wa santimemu
yeah
enne ko obuase K University emu branch kowe enne prepare the first international airport phase 2 and phase 3 of Kumasi International Airport kowe never NDC for the misimi nyai kada me ma me ba ku udum wo se me kan osere but me kre wo mu dia kado ena omudi wo mu nya ntwema kra nko mu di kwa ho akado white bi no di ya fufui wo mu wiye no kofa na jo hakania eni bobo no mo di bo ho nom eni a oni krasi ni ti a wo sabi ena sabi o me mpase ba jima no asi sumina so dia mi kan say woni say krasi ni na eya no krasi ni ne ye eni e kan ho asem na na de eni bie no e ba bia nti krasi ni baby na mo so bi okuma se obi abrochire mpo na montuo no ensi so yi a wona e krasi ni dia me kan so obviously the NDC for yi a 343 billion mo di yadai what you say enne 345 ambulance ya chama district bia nya bi mo ko mu ja just 23 enso kwa na mu be 20 ties apai enne drones enura edi akonkrase a eja ya wodi aso ya kwankrenti akwan ni nyina yenwie no samba enipa wo manya nkwati ase no nyame bi kire MPP ene akufuado ne ba omia enne tepa immigration kane na ba mu center ba kope e wasenfosu ya chem amene asantima yo ba ko ayi ni ya fani po asantima mu a ya so be yi abro ofi hu so de no na dwene sa ofi hu so de no na dwene yes enya bi yes odi no eto nchenya enne regional officer 120 courthouses with accompanying accommodation for judges across the country 80 completed few left so by a year a new modern court of appeal complex Kumasiya a year 20 town houses and a guest house certain permanent residence and no than 10 years ya check cars close to 300 and the ama judges and he say a bit my boy mama yejuma na free status no de minia e du twam onipa over 6 million but anya no nkwa mame nko tu aidu ha de bia me ka me say yan ye yade a ye di adwene to ho ye yade a ye di adwene to ho na yenim de ye do mama on the 11th of November 2011 Mpachawutie Samenu vice president was to blame school systems for rising unemployment VIP According to him, the market is saturated with business and general arts graduates. As few students take up courses in vocational skills, science and technology, which more often than not provide opportunities for innovation and self-employment. Right now, everybody is doing an MBA, business administration or human resource development and all that. But you also need to look at what the market wants and reform the school system so that it is producing what the market wants, so that people can come in and find work. Na some you be na no kan yi say o man no
chirimu mame
adwuma sam ho ya di nyina ne say ye course so aye ne nye papa also ko ye history
akola ko school a chese de obu koko sua no enye papa
also ko ye history na be di president o media course de me mu course bi anim tia na mo no ba bi wi ase gro yes ye agi asra no anyi bia ye so ma wurawu ba bi akodro no course bi ahunhia na so de binum ho no mu ba bi wi ase akodro digitalization ti no no see akuyanim mama kan tra 2011 yan fa ne say now your president 4 years obedi president nyina want me amfa innovations ama education akufo ado bae no apart from free status no ye the TVET aba and you assign at this time education. That is why I've been saying say MPP sees a problem and we solve a problem.
But also now can what be a president pesa adia wa try what we want to be a president
yeah you can yeah o si adia yo yeah no MP party friend o si adia yo yeah MP party friend crowd be
when your plans bia when be bia found there was a problem here and
government person me tell say was say common sense one more yi mazin bia mutaka amekai oh okay wait what ra abo MBA courses now mama his excellency ubenya MBA course aye we di MBA course keka ya business administration any human resource ubenya sana me no kasei mo adwuma we say no the human resource capacity and aboamo but because he doesn't read he just came out
obuna
nimtia so munipa meka na yibi dia mama munipa and this is the man we are talking about mina nyameti ase so police police from Kwano 630 new housing unit in Accra and Kwa
600
police headquarters Accra na Ebra or the regional headquarters and Accra the central Hakore in Sisanya about and more than 10 years 720 new vehicles cars e dia ma wo mo moto nkwa de 5150 ke babo sia e dia
moto nkwa 5150 to resource ye police
omonta de he
na say helicopters helicopters
any drones some dey adwuma
yeah
de ninna mo mama ta mo wa na police for na fro asem na me IGP ya yenta de enye ya yenta de enye na fire favor yenta de enye so go nkoto nta de ni bimra o de koto condom and this muyen kwak omu muyen enti so bitua no na so odi abakoma sem odi trimu desem a ya hweniye uni mo wu ahwena enti me kadu we say na sie no media enye se adeketua bi o so ti ase enya adeketua bi Donald Trump economy no ena ma omo ni so no say bema o reboni ye panishe o covid no wan sua kufuado pasika sem o yade na kufuado de na small kan ya eye nyansasem a akowia secretary bia mu say sika de de ni betumi aye yenim se de besi aye no na emom nipa de yentimi mmo eya hu brasia kasa eyenim dia kasa eyenyansa kasa ampa ye ko ya na ye bo nipa honkwan eho enkwa ho ban no eniska no nya na efifi bai
yeah
nyame so beye wa kotra fie nwotwe de mama minim se weka hompo dia yes sectors your finance ministry your education your health your agric your defense your interior your national security your justice and attorney general your energy your roads, your transport, your local government, your communication, your gender, your foreign affairs, your lands, your environment, science and technology, your fisheries, and your youth and sports, and your chieftaincy. About 25. Some mama to be certain question back will be a Kebaka Papa so read it through. Questions keke, let me tell you say keke. Where menu adwuma media dey chen. What they want to tomano. Obi another interviewer. The work is easier than the interviewee because minim direction of the question be kwa kofa. Into what you want more bema, you ya no abetna. But
if you are not well read and so questions be even as the interviewer crowd but indeed one who kasa with minutes there yes you have to be well read and so kind
into what you know a jankin kai 5 questions
so the ba umiaka
nina swati ni questions ni routine the encouragement may odru GDP no so no you know say growth no economy you were silent about that yeah na hami because penny dey monitor so unyini a penny dey wana montro dey di kan ye no kredie ni nyamso na so unyini na dey betimi dey aka na say manyini madi mfia duowotwe madi mfia dueson madi mfia duesia na wo manyame eni wanim o ma o kasa mu no kredie ma now Bob Brat said Domama na abambabina ya no mobo so ti ase enti abambabin de no o de say Donald Trump de no eja bo ne bra no koye eno mo say ja sebi e yom from so bra so ti ase eja obo ne bra no koye eno say eja se de sabra maybe ni sa no
what we na sa no de na ba fa we enfem eye gasto begsha ai baduma ko ba fie wie de sa no na gasto begsha na be kanfo e de about ene awie me slow da bia be koso anu ye kai wo se wo yem atwakuro wo yem atwakuro kwasi brodi efred stomach ulcer dia me pesa wo ye de se wo be kwa kopega stomach say bia kira kwan afen so wo de obi o sa how de bi say bia stomach ulcer ana se mpodo e typhoid fever na wa recommend ya na se wa kanfo gastric say bi e dia ma no me nua ba me slow menses obi wo do mo nya ne menses ase be prediasa ote ya opa utubu se unya pains na te se okwam unamba maniemu pa na ebia wo menses don so se be prediasa ene ebeba kama ochina flow no ye busu bebe mienu na uhu o menses eno say no enye sa de ya me ebo wo kona kopemenso plaques make sure bi na usu use bi ebebo papa ebete the sa pains no unya bio afa prostaplax mixture eye memedru wa prostate enlargement biaro ebia empono Johnson tentem na Johnson tentem uso awunum nsuo bebre biasa wo ye bema o how no eye prostate mo hawa edo ane so bepe prostaplax mixture herbal shop bia be kubu biaro onsa ebekasa edrebi titru kumase ana wodi afuani kire eye misty herbal sanso na mo amu okanshi anase wo okanshi drug lane honoma wo betumi akọ eye repash ventures ewo enkran ekus pharmacy ewo ashaman no akọ akọpe nromi ensa ya mabobo bosui akọ akọpe bi akira kwan job telephone number wo betumi de o ma atwetwe nkomo sisi ya number no ye 0248 77 8899 0248 778899 ya twanko no so bata yumre men kanfo eye peske emau ene yumre ya peske de empo se uko true stress ede yare bebre ede bedi pedue enye kra it wa sha chese wonam stress mu a de se wo ya de se wo de wadi ba kire eye peske na afa do stretch marks ewo ready and sample no skin cancer skin disease biana peske any betwa ajewo wa stroke akawa to them ebia wani eya ya osotia na etina say ya na wo ya kase edono so ko peska ebebo apa wakuma ya fakoda eye peske omu beti the tediaba omu ndro the vitamins omu minerals infidie so die jajajaja infidie a good peske edunti no mutumi ya body enhancement menuaba empono na nsa wo hwa waya kase dodo figure no nheda hu ni ye ukum nem na chese wo nheda hu anu ye kona koye body enhancement wo peske Kumasia Peske ewo Bantama G roundabout woduma Medilab for the chi and a Peske ewo Ukopemu ewa Accra so dia and one is obeko La Paz Yameche Junction honoma omo ebe Ghana Water Company for no eho for Peske wa ma trofoso omo telephone number 0557 738 555 0557 738 555 Talk Ghana Jumedie so enie ene openia owo Jumedie so eye lawyer Adomako Befi openi yentran komo no so e
Medasmira enti no Donald Trump ababiwa osno na aba America ye no munyina table cross bra oborn 2020 no eya na papa first kasem ho no ene ma America for fe no MPP so bra ye boy no bia baji atum say before 20th March no said na Ghana sikas ma hye no minia na enya de ketwa na in addition ya Donald Trump entima anya ni say ye boni pa ho ban ye si ade ano kwan e no kra me anya ni so ade hunu e say rather than say beton de ensa hye dem reform no ye be si agenda 111 MPP sees a problem and solves it don mama time enipa 24,000 ena eye cholera echi wo mo over 300 in the wuye wan to na mo bia ba ye de ye hunu say covid no ba ye no agenda 111 at school hospitals ayesi ye de kan we 40 and agenda 111 no ya no de 6 form ye so muso mantimi eno kra ye si aka ho me babo ni nyina de akyerew ama manfo ahunu eno ntimi nia eye ni je ebio de abamba be ye no moma no enyem nwanwa mama enyem nwanwa da ne moma ne nhye yenden okay o ka sembi na mi de nhye yenden yini mo wu a enhwe na ekoduru ba bi 2020 no eniema esisi ye de atwam de kyerene se me wire mfi de atwam na enhye yenden se uni wa wodum kroma odi mpamu da se koye se jo se usire speaker sanso so makekwe na wa ban mu ewe speaker ka we bekoso ne du ba bi so MPP eduebo edu ba bi a jo se usu beko ade hia manse bruni woni wo mo edisi ani no ni enkrofo na bitia jo se usu I'm telling you se no obufo nim de obedi ado tra ko hu yi edu ba bi a Kyeremanteng enso sori ya no ni aba na dafo pa ni abamba be edu ba bi hu se da bi mentra se ma unsanwia enwu MPP agare mu no na ye ne enkrofo bi no o ma wo ja Kyeremanteng ade a edi MPP nya pa ye hwe sa ne mani yi wa yiro mu se enkrofo ma yire wo mu no ne enkrofo bi no o na mo ja no wi sa no che
say na no de ti akoye
ye nyina no mo de bia die ye nyina mo de bia die but eno de ba bia kodro ne wa kono tinya fe ne ya beka o ha mu asem na daachi bi etimi twaso no kodro ya ye be trans ya hunu se mo a mo keke manu ma se kyenya me so mpa no mo na mo hakuo no o ti ase abamba bi yi no be ye local government minister onu otu na kaka binsam eya amoma bokosem no nko wo mo se STS Korea deal kwa benya ba bia na akufo ado asi police for dime akon 345 police village no wona wo se kombesi STS Korea deal anaduna mo pass bill no kwanya bamba be di fast so denye papenti no wo mo se sa NDC for tax do mbegu hon manager no me ko hobi na se na mesi no eduru na me togu so ma heda because me ko nante ne hum ne so mpachi a so try the media manui era me togu so na maboche bi na majejara bi ayi bi na menam so ti ase na kutatas ba it won kase me kra NDC for tax no be here no hon no abamba be instigator. This is the element we are talking about. Na se Nkansah pa sebe baby wadrei baby okodrei me se pani anasmo mobo ani ne obetumi aka ni mfie na mom ontimi nka de panchire se me mfie mu no de me de to mabroni. And now you are attacking the judiciary and you call yourself a lawyer. Is this man reasonable at all? And now you are attacking the executive. Now people see and told me the Amesama can be Yamitrimi and de. Sanemi called Jubilee House and news. Avamba be about Jubilee as then Crawford to me a year. Who is this man about Jubilee as I am de?
Who is this man? Never day. I've got Jubilee House. Now, most of them from Mukahubi. It's a positive sign. A poo. Justice DF Anamo Betrasudo. Justice DF Anamo. Oma Betrasi. Oma di Nkansah. Nyamisro. Abe ye juani bida. Don't know ya NDC. Short ya say. Peter ala ajete. Wabedi bida o. Emema ko Peter ala ajete. Osho papa no. Send osite o. Mini amreko. Odupo to am na ka bofret is abambabing. Emodi se hunu.
And so I'm out here the press conference. That's what all baba ye parliament.
Bejina Sechi Hoops. Bejina Sechi Hoops. Bejina Sechi Hoops. Ne father one of the founding fathers of the UP. Woman badawo. Hwe omo se no si bu omo. Hwe se no si bu omo pa. And never be akodru. Odupo to am na ka bof. Thought you say. Even NDC maame no kra no oba no. She did better.
Yeah.
Maame no wo buri ho abamba bendie sa keda no asem no ewonitim etu oba ye no ano NDC eba ententem no ano na omudi America omudi America no omkofa NDC mpanimfo na se edu nkatia eye we se nyina no minia oji pay of parliament. He is fully employed over there. Abamba ben afasi edu nkatia so ati ase na otuo mutwa de ka oni kofiato one more in parliament. And if such people are advising you ase edu nkatia tiasumbie na nimukrat say wapo asumbie so ati ase wapo asumbie. And these are the people wa mu keda sem no mu koye wa mu ye na mu tinya ho na Supreme Court na judges no ado mame enkwai kakra na yenkyira manfo so ade kakra Srebeya NDC propaganda no womo entum NDC time judges are womo do womo call court Supreme Court any other high court no ba kunu afo no Justice Bote nurse na appointed no call high court NDC for Nkansah Justice George Bodi one also NDC 1992 to 2000 sesi amno kasei on a supervising high court who supervising high court who 1992 oko parliament in the under a ticket of NDC 2000 oko and the NDC fun no hwe o no to ntanya Justice Gabriel Praman also Supreme Court say Supreme Court judges no on a third in command NDC na appointee no Justice Apple na PNDC time no original secretary of now for region no obi every say call retirement FA the MP because Supreme Court Atuguba 1996 or so I'm so contesting on Vringo NDC dimu okoi it is here one more kasam na out of
and adubako ya na the obo canon so that a bring of where so ye pow ebia judges are obuba brashe bedwafie ama motutu omu ano eye hu bibia tutu omu ano na ansa amaje omu atumonte ye say ebia ye bodin na ano ne ye de no kwa akotena bai obuba brashe bedwafie mo NDC foi motutu omu ano bi enti mo mpo omu brashe bedwafie de
ye kire inwo
yo
so na adia baako mabobo ni nyina wie no adia baako so mu say bafo boni woni sofia adi nyina omo mi adu nya president ko for na appointee wo but MPP call court 2012 no omo mi enu they voted against us so any automatic say onipa ho no mo a Supreme Court di Nkansah na ye adwuma any nimdie any bra
constitution bibia bi wo
nti abamba beto nom no o kan nsem saade a aka akrabia no nyanom ni nronwie odi ano to ntanya Justice Apple and this na appointee no by your court 2020 no he voted in favor of MPP
in favor of
MPP because emra enomoka so and President Kufo introduce ade bia na obi si yen justice system no so ya obi it is Justice Kyeremanteng Sabonsu professor so one of the best lawyers so tias here so a very good pa now on practice say that but omo twen no said na Kufo ada twen on so na bay before the justice that banum say a better teaching that they knew it. But in order to get the blend, you know, and you do movie a bemu. The attorney say, Obu no we law school no. Yas na ko se krabiase. It will tell me here, e be cry no. All share cases bia ni ade any statute on bia mu. Nto be na o yi. Enti ya combine experience. So what you say? You combine experience. Any academia. Yeah, they are juma. Adeba kokra e wo hu ni say all the seminal cases yeah we Ghana in recent times. One more practice no more chira dem buy no because the bia o mani tua emre no mu no a wo mu hia nti no wo mu dem the best. That abanom retirement savings no because we na se wo ye ni samre no ni ade na o fa na wo se wo kinkan ya otimi se we mo ye enti ade pa bia aka Ghana bia no MPP aban I'm telling you. So
okay, lawyer Adumako Befi is my guest on the show. Lawyer Enche Lawson Hebel for Ebet Nasi. Enti Abia minute be also ubet me. I be able to answer because they say ya kakra. You be got to say ya. Enti Abia a minute the only country
anyway, Nasaka 548. Now, what me say is no so.
Oh, 6 years did see Akasi Bobeba. Enche so Lawson Hebel for Etnas.
Yo, Mati. Dear me person make a so and say. Baby abi druni ye drum kwanta nine. Enra me ka sembi na me ka. Anansese mo mfaso. Abako se mo mfaso e wo badwa mu kasa ne se mani pa ne kai. Abrante bi si so a ya wono to hie esie so. Esie a wono to so ne se menua. Asase edi gya ni nyina na eyesika akọ. So dua body a eyeye. Nanso wani anso de wa ahwero. Mehunu ya Nkansah de amobrafo ne taka. Abrante sori a nsase no to onkofu num kura no akọwe. Ene dawo tra. Oh na nyonku bakata nse asomasi kroya traswe. Bomodra na ko no na gold bi apia onum no. Odo na kura team form abetumi anya bi. Enu gya na gya pade ni to ho. Odi America ko no makopede afo. Abrante ko duru kro mu a obi ani onum to ope gold no wode ne boto to ko ho. Wode ne na pem wo se ya pe minia. Wode ne na pem wo se ya pe apremre na piepie. Odwane afahin. Na niti ye no na wakose aboye a apremre de omini ni pe very say kra. Wo wo. Da bi nya premre. Oh. Wonini Abrante de shemi na so ka se mulianka pempenso pipi aban akufo ade ne ba omia de abeduro sabre no mama yenko sumi hunu yanka kofo penso ya no mbae sika akọ NDC aban wo minim se de sitie ehihye ye wuranom ade ato ade amaye enne nyame adom kofo yakufo ye wura ba omia akonya no de waduru ho awie no no ba bia akukọ gina no ona ne bagina etu di eso de kwase ade mhwe kura no ndo kura trachie ukope no ahwiem ba omia nie number 1 nie number 1 nyame hihye mu ni nyansam no de yeto ho no nti no aso akwakoto na de ba ababa be yei ensese edi ho yawo nemum enhye yendem emma yemma mabin se mene me mbra hye badwani bi kura nyasam mini party ni bi anyasam a etia ni tiafo nka yankase ba yifo mefa ena se onu nyampo nka trase no nyantoko no bi de ni hwefo mo a wo be se oni ba yemba chew.
But lawyer Adumako Befi, a deputy communications director for the Dr. Baumia campaign, and lawyer you better was say na so far as around the idea you don't know about to command the bia yeah sorry to my dear no so enche you don't see akase e bono bebre ba lawson about for ewa na make say district bi wo hodoma ya upgrading it to municipal president Ekufuado upgrading assemblies be to a metropolitan assembly and ODB aba municipal Bole district assembly obuko municipal Efija Kwabre south Atuma Kwawoma Obuasi east district Atuma Wabieja north district Seche south Ningo Pram and Logan district and Afe south Tong district Shama district Techima north and Apru east district Obugina ababeye municipal assembly Bole Ekaho yo last that's it. Your Mahama Krum cow.
MPP buying a new BH attachment. MPP buying a Kufan hospital. And he has elevated.
Last about the Baba.
I came just for me.
What to say?
I'm out the bro.
Yeah, we had domains to be whole ayepa. You, what else here? Yentiwe.
Yo, double K. But I say, my mo any ejuma. Yema WONTUMI TV. I share phone na eya hajo mo anything ya kwaba. One of my TNK on radio. WONTUMI 101.3 megahertz. We na sumu and afi anything. Lost Herbal Center. Yachiri Queen ewo